What is going on, y'all? Robert Sykes, KetoSavage.com, and my good friends at BioCoach hooked me up with their new meter. So, figured we'd make a little unboxing video and talk about this new meter. Haven't done a product review video in quite some time, so it seemed fitting. All right, here we go. BioCoach, fancy packaging, take control of your life. We have a Lancet device. We have the new meter, which it's got batteries and everything. That's a plus. Batteries included. We have some strips. Quite a few strips. And let's see here, what else we got? We got some stickers. We got some Lancets. And we got some quick start guides and whatnot. Now, the reason I'm excited about this meter is because it is a blood glucose and ketone monitoring system. So previously, I've been using their old meter, which is just for ketones, and I've been using this Freestyle Precision Neo that I got from Walgreens. So this for glucose, this for ketones, and I just don't like carrying around 2 meters. So I like that we've got an all-in-one thing here. So G, as all these are marked, is, I'm assuming, for glucose. So yeah, blood glucose test strip. I think, there we go. Here's some Ks. So we got some Ks and we got some Gs. So let's test it out here. I'll do a little conversation on testing ketones in just a second. This is not the normal Lancet device I'm used to. So, well, here she goes. The spring system works, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so you take your Lancet, you plug it in your Lancet device, you take off the cap, you put that lid back on, and you turn it to whatever setting you need. I kind of like the highest setting because I got thick skins from calluses. All right, so glucose, ketone. We'll do ketone first. We'll see if I'm registering ketones right now. Plug this bad boy in. It beeps at you. I have not set this up yet. I probably should do that. But it's calling for some blood. So there we go. Now we're bleeding. All right, calling for blood. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is in millimolars. We have 1.3 on the ketone. So I am in ketosis at 1.3. It's got a Bluetooth sign flashing, so I'm assuming you can sync this with their app, which is also pretty cool. And then I'm going to take the glucose test and measure that as well. Calling for blood. Let me make sure I'm bleeding here. One thing I do like about the BioCoach meters is that they don't require very much blood at all. 100, so pretty high on the blood glucose, actually. Speculation as to why that may be the case. I just had the plumbers out here, and they're giving me some estimates as to some plumbing costs for the building, so my stress levels are probably a little bit higher right now. So 100 is not my normal baseline. Out of curiosity, let's just try something here. Let me just do a little BioCoach test on the spot. We'll see how closely that's tracking to the Freestyle Precision Neo here and see if it's pretty well correlated. So it's calling for blood. I'm not sure if there's a way to calibrate these things. Probably is. But according to this, I am 80. So this is the one I've been using. I may need to calibrate the BioCoach one, but I am 80 according to this, which is what I've been at here lately in the morning. So this is probably more accurate right now. Like I said, I need to read the instructions and see if I can calibrate this. But I like that you can test both ketones and glucose on the meter. And when it comes to testing ketones and glucose, I don't want people to get hung up on that. Like a lot of people, they'll strive to always test ketones, make sure they're 0.5 or more, and they basically let that dictate their day. If they're not in 0.5 or greater ketones, they're not in ketosis, then they just let that ruin their day. That's not the way it works. If you are new at this, if you do not know how your body responds to a ketogenic diet and lifestyle, then it can be very advantageous to see how certain foods impact your numbers. Once you've been doing this for quite some time, as I have, like I've worn CGMs, it's pretty flatlined. Like it doesn't change that much day to day. So knowing what your numbers are is great. I'll oftentimes test my blood as I'm going to be in a competition prep because I want to see how being in a caloric deficit impacts my numbers. I want to see what certain body fat percentages do to my numbers. I want to see what those manipulative variables do to my average ketones and glucose. Not something that you have to do, not something you have to dictate and let run your life, but definitely good to have a pulse on what your body is doing around certain foods, certain training stimuli, certain sleep and stress factors. So I'm a fan of BioCoach. I'm a fan of the meter that does both ketones and glucose. So I will be using this on a regular basis as I start my competition prep here soon. So you'll be seeing a lot more of my numbers illustrated on social media. Thank you, BioCoach, for the meter. Thank y'all for tuning in. And if you want some more information, definitely check out BioCoach and all that they have to offer. Until next time, y'all, take care.